I love that I get to see you so much more now.
I
that
know.
you're spending a lot more time in LA.
I know. I get to see you all the time.
I know.
We have
Good
like
stuff.
weekly dates.
Uh-huh.
It's the best.
Frankie, catch us up. Well, we're going to be talking a lot of Big Brother because you just did your live feed just a couple hours
Seconds ago.
And it went very well.
It did go very well. There were some really smart questions, actually.
Yeah, what was the smart question?
One of my one of my favorite things was they said, who do you think will be the biggest floater of this season? And I said, I think Victoria will still be floating from last season.
She's still in the house somewhere, just floating around.
She doesn't know the game ever ended.
She's still there.
I know. See, guys, if you don't watch Big Brother, you're going to miss out this summer because that's all we're going to be talking about.
I know.
So you better get on the bandwagon now.
Yeah, it was.
It's going to be fun. Also, they announced the big twist. I guess it's kind of like a twist-ish for this season.
Twist
what they're going to be doing.
Twisted twist.
They've announced every week they're going to be bringing in a different celebrity to help do a different twist every week.
Every week.
So yeah, it's going to be crazy in the house this year. Are you looking back now? You know you're in the Big Brother house. All summer long, last summer. Looking back, would you ever do it again?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're not tainted by this.
No, I'm actually in a weird way really upset that I'm not in the house right now.
Oh, so you get a little jealous. You're
It's
like,
so
oh,
weird.
I want to start over.
Yeah, and it's like all of this, like, it's been so traumatic. But it was so traumatic for my family. It was so traumatic for everything. And Ariana literally looked at me last night and was like, God, I wish I could watch you on the live feed. And I was like, I know. I feel weird that I'm not in the house.
As a viewer, it gets very addictive. I can only imagine it playing the game. I mean, you just must be.
Yeah, and especially like now that I've had time to marinate in it, like I feel like I am so. I can't. Can we stop for a minute? Can I acknowledge what just happened?
You're live on
what just happened. Yes, Leah DeLaria just walked into the studio. And we're all just loving.
Well, I'll just say while that's happening, because I've interviewed almost everybody from the house, and I've always been shocked because even the people who have like the worst time ever always say they would absolutely go back in. The people that you are like convinced would never go back, every single one of them wants that chance for the money, and they always say yes. I've never seen anybody say no, I'll never do it again.
Well, also because now like as you can see, I'm a competition beast, and like I want to go back.
You did really good
and compete in more of those comps, but B, I want to win the game this time. It's like I want to do it again.
So you'll go back when they do All Stars?
Oh, yes.
Oh, and they should be doing that soon. I say next summer.
It's time.
I mean, it is time.
And that's the only way that I could actually ever go back. I couldn't just.
No,
it had to be All Stars.
Yeah.
It have to be like Mike Boogie to my left and like Dan Giesing to my right. Otherwise, I'm dead.
So great.
Otherwise, I'm done.
Leah, come over here. Here, Bob, if you go to the stool there and you have a mic right there.
Right here.
Leah, I'm so excited that you're here because we have so much to talk about with you. I mean, from your jazz album to Orange and New Black.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
There's so much going on in your life. When do you have time to sleep, my lady?
I don't sleep. I just have sex with girls.
Work.
That's all I do.
Me too.
Yeah.
You got it. I know you don't like phallic things like that near your mouth,
I know
but
it's
you
rough.
want to get as in.
I'd be
it
happier
as
if it vibrated.
We can work on that for you.
And I'm glad Frankie's here too because, as you know, he's a freak fan of yourself and Orange is the New Black and everything that you do. So I'm glad that we're going to have a love fest.
We have a funny from first meeting story.
What? Ooh, what?
Go
How did
for
y'all
it.
first meet?
She was doing her show in Toronto, and I was on tour with Boots the Monkey. I was playing Dora the Explorer Live. I was playing Boots the Monkey, and I don't know how she came to the show.
It wasn't Toronto. It was Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver.
I was
Other
doing the worst musical ever written.
Which is?
It was called Alley Cats.
Okay.
And it was like, this script came to me and it was horrific. But they paid me my Broadway quote, even for rehearsals.
Oh, wow.
So color me whore. I did it. And it was just the worst musical ever written. I mean, it couldn't have been. He saw it. It couldn't have been worse. But
You
a
were
bunch
amazing.
of people. Well, even
It's better to be a hit
honey.
and shit than shit and hit.
There you go. There you go. So when these guys, Dora the Explorer, came on tour, and it was all these like
ridiculous.
Broadway babies, and he was just a baby then, and they came to see the show because I was in it. And then And we all kind of looked afterwards. I said, I apologize that you came to this show. And because you came, I'll go see yours. So I'm like 6 o'clock in the morning, surrounded by thousands of 5-year-olds screaming. And then me in the front row, like my one day off, my crappy show. But it was so much fun. I had so much fun at it.
It was very colorful.
Now, I know a lot of people that just know you from Orange is the New Black. They would probably be surprised that you have this musical theater background.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people like, wait, what? Really?
Yeah,
You?
because I have so many new fans now.
Yeah, because they can't separate that character from having just a musical theater. Hello.
Yeah, that's why that great inside joke on the Big Boo episode where she's talking with Sister Angles and says everybody knows my people are just stage managers. Right?
Yes, I love that.
Just a great inside joke. And what's even better about that is the person who plays Sister Angles, that's Beth Fowler.
Yep.
She originated the role of Mrs. Potts on Broadway and won a Tony for it. So it's the two of us having this musical theater conversation. And I know that somewhere in the world there was a queen exploding.
Yeah, he's sitting right there.
Is that the queen that was exploding?
Yep.
He used to be a lot bigger, but he exploded, and that's one of the fragments that's left.
And both Frankie and Leah did On the Town. Y'all both have
I
that.
did it in collage.
You did in collage. Well, I did it with Jesse Tyler Ferguson on Broadway.
Yeah.
And as Shakespeare in the Park. That's how I met Jesse.
Yeah.
That's why we're good friends.
Yeah, and I've seen Jesse do Shakespeare in the Park a few times. I love going in the summertime to go see him.
He is Shakespeare in the Park. He should be the face of Shakespeare in the Park now instead of Joe Papp. They should just put his red geeky face up there.
And at any time y'all want to, go into any songs from On the Town, I have all the lyrics printed out in front of you. So feel free to, geek out and go into any kind of song at any time.
You don't forget
during the
that
show.
song. You don't forget that score.
Not at all. Yeah, I don't need the lyrics. I know
Yeah?
it's been like 15, 16 years. I can
still know
still.
Lance can't remember a single NSYNC song.
know,
Just so
I
you
don't
know, we
know
were
their
just
own-
talking about this before the show.
I know all of them.
How many drugs were you doing? Come on.
Well, I wish I had an excuse like that. I just have a bad memory. It's terrible. Nothing I do I remember. I did Hairspray for how many shows? I'm like,
Oh my God.
I can't tell you one line from that show.
I know everything.
Yeah.
That's
remember all of
crazy. That's crazy.
Bad. That's really bad. I should get that checked out, huh?
Yes,
bad.
dear.
Well, let's talk about it before we get to your jazz album. Now, House of David DeLaria plus Bowie equal jazz. It's gonna be fun. Now, how did you become such a Bowie fan?
Well, honey, I'm 57 years old, so when Bowie hit, I was at the right time for a human being to listen to Bowie. I was also in the Midwest, and I was queer little me, and and there was nobody else queer. And so when Bowie came, when Bowie is singing an address with Joey Arias next to him, right, on Saturday Night Live in a skirt, and you're like going, what is what's this amazing thing that's before my face? So
You were the
of
gay that
course,
exploded.
I was the gay that exploded for David Bowie, and and I've been with him ever since. I just adore him, and like I said on Conan, there's nothing makes me happier than the sight of his crotch in Labyrinth. Nothing makes me
Power
happier
of voodoo.
than that.
Hoodoo. You do. Power of voodoo.
I saw my baby.
Did that movie
Now
not
that
kind
you
of?
remember.
Well, yeah, I know all that. Yeah,
And you sounded exactly like him. That was kind of cool.
that movie really creeped me out as a kid, though.
Really?
It just it lived with me. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was. It was
I
a
watched
little
it every
creepy.
night.
Yeah.
Well, it is dark. I mean, for a kids show, which it is, obviously, it's kind of dark.
It is very dark. Everything he did had a little darkness. to it.
Absolutely. Not The Man Who Fell to Earth, certainly.
No, not that one, not that one. Now, this album features 12 songs of jazz versions of David Bowie. And it comes out June 23rd. So it's not
Downloads on June 23rd.
Yeah, so
That's
it's just-
Tuesday. That's Tuesday, y'all. That's Tuesday.
We'll have to have it on our new music listening party on Tuesday.
Please.
That's so
Please
they can
do.
tear it apart. Be careful.
Oh, they won't tear it apart.
And I noticed
have
that
all confidence in it.
you
I like
chose some songs that I don't think many people would really choose. So they are very personal to you, I would assume.
Some of them are personal. Some of them, like, for example, Boys Keep Swinging. It was just I had to.
Yeah.
It was just that simple. Of course, I had to sing "Boys Keep Swinging" in a tight 4-part harmony situation. Again, I felt there needed to be some camp on the record, so that was the obvious choice. Some of them are songs like "Suffragette City" that I absolutely love. "Life on Mars," and some of them were just things that you'd listen to and you went, what, that would sound really good done as like in the language of jazz.
Yeah.
Stuff like Rebel Rebel and Golden Years. You just hear it and you go, oh yeah, I know exactly. we do Golden Years as a bossa nova, and it's like exactly works perfectly. You can hear it in Golden Years. It's practically there already. It's just a little too fast, and we need to syncopate the third. So it's like it was all kind of it was like that. There were so many songs to choose from. I can't even tell you.
I know. And Leah, how did you start with jazz? I mean, I know. Was it your dad that was a jazz musician?
Yeah, my dad was a jazz musician. So singing jazz was the first thing I did as a kid. He would like take me into the clubs when I was like a circus freak, basically. I was like 8 years old, and I would go into these seedy nightclubs in East St. Louis, and he'd go, "Here Comes My Daughter," and I would sing like Summertime. You know what I mean? And the audience would go crazy, and he kept me in there until I was about like 12 or 13, and then my mom kind of spread eagle in front of the door. Like, "You're not taking my preteen daughter into that nightclub with all those men." Of course, now she probably wishes she'd let me go. Right. But
now, Leah, you grew up in Belleville, right?
Yes. How do you know Belleville?
Well, I went to school at St. Louis University. And I exactly, and all the kids would wear the Bell Vegas T-shirts.
I love Bell Vegas,
which would always crack me up. That's great.
There's Bell Vegas, and there's You Can't Spell Belleville Without Evil.
Yeah,
which I
exactly.
also like. But both my niece and my nephew went to SLU.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm very familiar with East St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Those late night clubs,
They
for sure.
were really seedy. I'm just saying.
They still are.
Yeah, they're very seedy. That was also my first dyke bar. My first gay bar was in East St. Louis.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think they could do that now? Because you hear these stories all the time about parents taking their kids like that and singing at nightclubs and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like they can't do that in 2015. Like, don't you think like laws, everything is so much more strict, and do you think they could do that now?
I have no idea.
Let's try it.
Yeah. Should we try it?
Wendy, I could see Wendy taking Genevieve. And
my goddaughter was in the Abbey at 5 months old. Kid you not.
she was conceived in the Abbey.
Kid you not.
That was truly the gayest sentence ever uttered. Brilliant.
5 months old. We had her at the, it was a restaurant too. So, it was during the day. It wasn't at night, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Is it still a restaurant, the Abbey?
Oh, yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
when it was. I just didn't know if
No,
Okay, you know what? I'm glad that
never
you said that
tried.
because none of these gays know. It used to be a coffee shop.
Yeah.
It used to be a coffee
When I
shop.
first moved to LA, that's where we'd go have
You'd
coffee
go have
and dessert.
And you'd chill out there, and it was
Yeah.
kind of cruisy. And if you wanted something more, you went across to Hamburger Haven and
Yeah.
had a beer and a hamburger.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ariana sang in a gay club when she was like 17. We took
Oh, yeah?
her. So that's underage.
Here in
right?
LA?
Yeah.
No, New York, G Lounge.
G Lounge.
Really big
Oh, yeah.
space. Not at all.
No.
Like there was like
Oh, yeah, that was in the bottom
35
of...
people there.
Was at the bottom of the hotel? What hotel was that?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, in the
it was-
basement of...
Yeah. This
forget
was.
which one that
Oh,
was.
they.
In Meatpacking District.
Yeah.
She did Born This Way, Express Yourself mashup.
Nah.
Oh,
At like
that's so
16.
cute.
I know.
Yeah, wait, I'm like, wait,
cute.
at 16, like that. The numbers are not computing.
I know. Now we're somewhere else.
Well, let's hear a little bit of Fame off the new album,
cool.
House of David DeLaria, plus Bowie, equal jazz.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, I
Yeah.
got you.
It's still downloading.
Oh.
It's been downloading since 2 o'clock. So I think I'm downloading the whole album.
Okay, well then we'll
I'll have
do
it in a
that in a
sec.
little bit then. Fine.
Welcome to
Can you
2015.
give us a little? Can you give us a little live interpretation?
Sure. I did that on Conan on Tuesday night. You want Fame?
Anything you want.
Anything.
Yeah.
Okay, then
We're
let's
never
do
letting
what
you
we
leave.
did with Conan. Lance, can you sing the bass line for me? Because it's easier to do that.
Sure.
Doom, doom, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, he's got it. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Fame makes a man take things over.
Dun, dun.
Fame lets him loose, hard to swallow. Fame puts you there where things are hollow.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fame, bully for you, chilly for me. Gotta get a rain check on
Word.
pain.
I love it. It's so much
For a
fun.
second. I got lyrics for a second. But it's like that kind of feel. Yeah.
You said, how did you know you had a great voice? I mean, ever since coming to the jazz clubs at 8 years old?
I just sang. I mean, I love to sing. I mean, the first song I ever learned to sing was "Oh, When the Saints Go Marching In."
When the Saints
When I was like 6.
Go marching
Yeah.
in.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Yeah.
Cha cha cha.
How I want.
We used to do that with our mouth.
Yeah. Oh no, horrible.
So.
Mouth trumpet.
Now, when I think of jazz, I think of dimly lit lounge venues. Now, will you be going on tour with this album? Because I know you've toured before.
I tour all the time, but we're filming right now. So what's going to be happening what's going to be
Tell
happening?
me things. Please. I'm obsessed with your show. Tell me all of the secrets, please. I loved season 3 so much.
Oh my God.
I loved it so much.
It's just killing me.
I watched the finale last night and I was just crying in my bed.
Lance and Lance and I are still on episode 4.
I'm on 4.
Okay,
I'm on 4.
so
which I think
that's Big Boo's episode.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I don't understand.
Have you gotten how far in on that? Because I want to know if they've gotten to the big deal moment.
I'm just starting on 4.
I saw that. That was a shocker.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No pun intended.
We don't want to spoil it for you, so we're gonna let it go. We're gonna let that go.
Right.
But I'll be touring on weekends, so it'll be one of those things where I'll fly out Friday night or Saturday morning, do the thing, fly back, go to the set on Monday, like that. So
you love being busy, huh?
I do love being busy.
Yeah.
I'd much rather be busy than sitting around on the couch with my thumb up my ass.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What was it like filming?
What about somebody else's thumb up your ass?
That I'm Sicilian, so there's a sign on my ass that says exit only.
Wait, my grandmother was Sicilian. I don't have that same sign.
There's a shock.
That must be why I'm half Sicilian.
I want to know, when you were filming the Bed Bugs episode, what was it like for everyone to have to do the whole episode in just the worst underwear y'all could ever find?
They literally gave you the choice because they're very, very conscious there of the actors' personal space, like a little too much. I make fun of them for it because I'm no fucks given, period. That's me. So I don't care. I'll be naked in the bathroom. I'm perfectly comfortable in my own skin. But they gave people their choices. And a lot of people wore the blue suits, like Natasha and certain people. This was their choice. Also based on character. There was no way that Big Boo would have given up flying fuck about it. Right. So that's why I said I want the granny pants, I want the sports bra, I want to wear my name tag like a tail on the back of my big granny pants, and then I want to wear my boots because everybody else is wearing their sliders. Right. So I was the only one looking like a complete freak like that.
I loved it.
Yeah. So it was really fun. It was particularly fun for me when Jackie Cruz. For me, it's all about Jackie Cruz. So it was particularly fun for me when Jackie Cruz is walking around in her underwear. and pretty much everybody else. I mean, it was fun. Let's face it. I was having me a good time. But the best time was doing the scenes with Tash because she couldn't look at me in that outfit. And every time she would start something, I would pull the granny pants up even higher and give myself the worst camel toe ever. And then I'd be, is this okay with you, Tash? Is this okay? And I just keep pulling him up higher. She was laughing so hard. We were having a little trouble getting through our scene because I was being evil.
Yeah, Leah, how do you think you would weather being in prison?
Me? Oh, I'd be the biggest, toughest butch in that prison. I have no issues about it. That is absolutely untrue, by the way. I would find the biggest, baddest butch in there and be her bitch in about 2 seconds. That's how I would take care of myself in prison.
Totally.
You need to find your Big Boo.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Big Boo.
I can play Big Boo, but I'm not Big Boo in that respect at all.
It's true. The things we learn now with our television is we all know what we would do when we go to prison.
and we all know how to do crystal meth, big thanks to Breaking Bad. There's so many things that we've learned on television that we can be really thankful for.
I'm just surprised by how much prison is like Big Brother.
Yeah, well,
okay, that's hilarious.
I watched. Go on. Because there's all these everyone's playing a social game in that house.
Yeah,
that is true. There is a lot of social games.
Is there a lot of shankings on Big Brother?
There can be.
There were a few on my season.
Yeah.
Oh,
shanking. I'm sorry.
Oh, hilarious.
Leah, do you ever get to watch Big Brother? Because it's our summer indulgence.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of opportunity to watch Big Brother. Yeah. Wish I did. Honestly, I used to love Big Brother, but right now I don't get to watch much. Really, I'm so busy, and when I finally do get to watch something, it's usually me. I'm usually checking in on what I'm doing right now. It's like that.
I love it.
But
then I go to bed.
Based on your TV watching, though, what's it like for because this is a new thing for Netflix, and so here you are in the room where Frankie's seen every episode.
All of them.
We just happen to be on episode 3.
Right.
What's it like being on a show like that? Because normally you get to kind of follow along with the public, and you're like, I can't wait for you to see the episode that's coming up in 2 weeks. But now
Yeah.
It's like you release it and it's out.
It's crazy. And the worst is having to keep your mouth shut for a year. Like you're going, what's going on? What's going on?
know, right?
Well, I won't be able to talk about it for a year.
That's crazy.
It's horrifying. And having to keep
Because
your
when will
mouth
you
shut.
finish when will you finish shooting the next season? November
It's a
you finish
6-month
shooting.
shoot, yeah.
And then it won't air until next June.
It won't air until June or July.
Wow. That sounds
it's
awful.
crazy, yeah. And then you can't say anything. Like I knew my backstory was in it. I couldn't say it to anyone. And people were like, when are they going to do Big Boo's back? Big Boo is a fan favorite. And I'd be getting his tweets all the time. And it's like, oh, I wish I could tell you what's in this season.
and
So
it's- It's hard to keep a secret, and you have to tell someone. Is it a family member? Is it someone close to you? You're like, okay, I got to just tell you this one little thing, but you can't say a word. No one?
I don't tell anyone.
Wow, see,
not a single
you're
one.
a bigger person than me. There's no way.
I'm so lying.
There are things with Lance that like I won't let him know until he's about to do it, just because I can't let him tell anybody in the
Oh my
meantime.
God, that's so hilarious.
Because I kept a secret for so long, Bob. It's hard to keep a secret anymore.
Amen.
P.S. You did not keep being gay a very good secret. As one of your closest friends, we spent way more time cleaning up your mess. We'd be like, no, he's not. They'd be like, we saw him last night. I'm like, nope. He had an
nuts.
itch.
That's amazing.
Poor Lance is totally blushing right now.
Because it's true. It really is. Oh, my
You know,
God.
when I first met Lance, because we met at some gay event somewhere.
Yes.
When I first met Lance, I said to him, blah 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 blah, because he knew Jesse, and Jesse and I are very close friends. And I said, well, you know, you used to be Jesse's screensaver. Because, you know, it was like Jesse was all about Lance in those days. And he was like, Jesse never told me that. Jesse is so mad at me for telling you. Now I've told the whole fucking world. So there we go. He's going to kill me.
Oh, I'm honored. In fact, one of our mutual friends tried setting us up back in the day, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesse Tyler
interesting.
Ferguson?
Yeah, it was Stephanie Herman over at Fox. Because I guess they were just about to start
Modern
his show,
Family.
Modern Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they tried to send us up. But then he had a boyfriend at that time.
That is hilarious.
No, it was before that. He was on Reunion? Remember Reunion?
Yeah. The
Or is
Class.
it The Class? Is that what it's
The Class
called?
with Lizzie Kaplan and him.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I didn't realize he was
Ritter.
on it.
I can't remember his first name. John. He's not named after his dad. I can't remember his first name, but there was that was a great show. I actually loved that show.
Me too. And they didn't give you the ending. And I'm like, what? Because there's a murder and
That's
everything.
the
You're like,
worst
come
part.
on.
I'm very thankful for HBO. I wanted to put this out there because HBO, they keep, when they cancel these shows, like they canceled Looking, but they're going to give them like a movie to wrap up. And they did that same thing with that show Ladies Out or Ladies Only or something. I'm thankful for HBO for doing that because what you're talking about happens so often with shows. We're like, yeah, okay, there's a small audience, but there's still 2 million people that are invested in the show. At least give us
Yeah,
an
so
ending.
where's my Sopranos movie? HBO.
Well,
No, they
I think that one ended.
They ended
I
it.
know, but it went to black. They ended with a fade to black.
Do you want to know what really happens?
Yes.
I know what really happens.
What
They
happened?
all die. Every single one of them. Even the bartender. They all died.
Because guy comes in
Does
and
that
just
make you
starts shooting the
yeah.
place up.
Spoiler alert,
Does
I
that make
haven't
you
gotten to
happy?
Netflix to watch
All
the whole
right.
thing yet.
That's
Okay.
kind of depressing. Fine. That's like I was saying earlier. I was like, if you're not like, because I take the opinion that if you're a true fan, then you've already watched it all.
Yeah.
So like, I just start talking about like the last episode.
Oh.
And that's me.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, please don't say anything. And I was like, Rose, if you have not seen it yet, then you're not a true
It's
fan.
been
Oh
a
my
week.
God.
I don't care.
Oh, I know.
Listen,
it's only 13 hours of your life.
I had friends last Friday night cancel on me plans.
Yeah.
Because they're like
came out early?
I'm so sorry. I know we were supposed to go to dinner tonight, but I'm actually in for the night. I just smoked a bowl and Orange is the New Black is on. I'll
Yep.
see you on Sunday.
Because it came out 6 hours early, too. So it's
6
like,
hours early on Thursday. It came out. It came out. It was like, and my fiance was so excited. We announced that at this.
What's his name?
Crazy,
Congratulations.
hilarious.
He's got jokes, folks.
He's got tons of jokes. She was like, get home now, because she didn't want to commit binge adultery. I call it.
But do you sit and watch it? Did you sit and binge watch it too?
I'm basically made to because she wants to binge watch it.
And does she sit and ask you questions the whole time through?
No, she asks questions when I film, and I'm like, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Watch it. I'm not telling you.
I mean,
drives her crazy.
there were memes.
But she's
Friday
a
night.
total bottom.
Yep.
So
before it was out,
She's not Sicilian.
I was seeing memes of what Boo was saying that season. I was like, wait, it's not supposed to come out for another 6 hours. Like it was that quick. It hits the internet and boom, it's just runs.
We noticed that with the first season. I mean, honestly, the first season was on the air for 5 hours, and the meme came out with Boo and the U.S. women's soccer team. That was the first meme. That was even before Pie. It was like crazy, right? Yeah. I mean, they're rabid fans.
Gotta love it.
They're rabid fans.
All right, guys, we have to take a little break right here, but we have tons more to talk about. Don't worry. We're going to be back with more Leah DeLaria and Frankie Grande after this.
Dirty Pop. We'll be right back. Dirty Pop with Lance.
What are you trying to
You're
say to
sitting
me?
next to me, so good luck with that.
And by the way, I don't think you're the only straight guy in the room. I'm just saying.
You know what though? I wanted to ask you though, Leah. I think this show is so cool, Orange is the New Black, because I've been so into it. I think it's one of those shows that is completely crossed over. Like me and like my straight guy friends are binge watching this.
Everybody watches this show,
and that's what I think is so cool.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, boyfriends and girlfriends watch it together. You know, families watch.
Yeah.
It's beyond me. It is united generations, races.
What do you think is so relatable to everybody?
I think it's because it's for the first time. Literally, we're seeing ourselves on television.
Yeah.
You know what our industry's like, hon. It's just, they put you in that little box and they don't let you out of that little box. And, women only get to sit around and talk about whether or not their ass looks fat in their jeans, or what am I going to do to get a man, or, like that. So here are people talking about their real lives, and it's all of us. It's just disenfranchised people right there on the screen. So everybody relates to it.
And what I love about your show too is that we really get to go to see the backstories of all these characters, and usually, like Oz and all these other prison shows, like you never really get to know the characters' background, so you only see them in prison. You have your own judgments of these characters, and it's really fun to go back and judge the characters first,
right,
and get your own opinion, and then go see where they came from. Like, oh, that's different. I didn't know they came from there.
I think Genji does that on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really think that Genji's trying to just point out to people there, but for the grace of God. And she literally says that in one of the episodes in the first season. It's like, people make mistakes, and you've probably made a mistake in your life, and you're lucky you didn't get caught. Yeah. That's kind of basically it. Very relatable. I mean, even Yahel, who plays Morello.
Oh my God.
Who is
She's
so delusionally.
I just wanted to say I love you, Christopher. You're my favorite person in the whole wide world, Christopher. I just want to go over to her house and just say hello to Christopher.
Does she talk like that?
No, she's Australian.
What?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
I knew that.
She's an Australian
Mind
Jew.
blown.
That's the other thing. She's a Jewish Australian. Yeah, she's fabulous.
Then
I
she
love
needs
her.
an Emmy, because that is brilliant.
Yeah, that's she works really hard on
So
that.
she
on
really
that accent.
talks
yeah.
like this gefilte. I can't do it.
No, you really can't. That's like
Australian
Your
Jew.
Australian accent is a hate crime, honey. That is the worst.
Well, I was trying to do New York, Brooklyn Jew, and Australian mixed together.
It's really, really bad. But yeah, she doesn't speak like that at all. But I love that.
Dynamite.
Even that character, like there are no redeeming qualities about that whatsoever. But you still love her, and you still feel sorry for her.
She reminded me of someone that would come off Grease too. She was like, "Oh, this character's so
she's
Grease
Frenchy.
too." Yeah, or even, there's tons of characters like that, and now that she's Australian, it even makes more sense because there was a lot of Aussies in the Grease.
Good day, mate.
Oh, there
Thought I
it is.
might.
Gefilte fit. Nope.
No.
Gefilte fish.
Beauty school
Give me the
dropout.
gefilte fit.
That's
Go
always
back
that
to
first.
high school.
I know. That's the first Grease song that popped into my head. How weird is that?
Beauty
Beauty
School
school dropout.
Yeah, I always go to Grease.
You should do that part. You
Beauty
would
school
kill.
dropout.
Yes.
You would kill in that part.
Well, why
The
don't you
next time
launch a
Grease-
revival and
Oh yeah, I'll just go do that right
Lance-
now with all my Broadway producing cred
And your time.
and all the time. Yeah, can't even watch television, but I'll produce a revival of Grease.
Can I say
around
one of my
Lance.
favorite moments of your career?
Can I play Rizzo?
What?
Is First Wives Club.
Oh
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot.
How old are you, may I ask how old you are? Do you mind, Pop?
How old do you want me to be?
I just wondering. I'm just wondering.
40.
You're 40 because what I find is between the ages of 30 and 40, like in that mindset, they're my First Wife Club fans.
Oh,
They go nuts.
To be fair, I had known you long before then. Like I had seen you do stuff before them. But that's just one of those moments where when you walked into them, I was like, oh my God, I totally just like had that out of mind moment where I remembered you from First Wives Club. So you're probably right.
Oh, it worked.
Oh, sure, you can get this song. You can't get her album, but we can get this.
What's happening? I feel like I'm losing my
Beauty
mind.
School Dropout.
A little Frankie going in the background.
Frankie doing the beauty school drop.
Beauty school
Inspired casting by Joel Thurman in that movie, I have to say. Inspired. And he also cast the original Broadway production as well.
Oh,
His
really?
son, yeah.
Would you go back to Broadway? I know your schedule's
Anytime.
Okay,
Yes.
so you would.
In a flat ass second.
Is there a show right now that you're like, oh, I'd love to be on that stage?
Right at the moment, no, I don't think there. Well, obviously Fun Home, but there really isn't a part for me unless they want me to do a walk on as the Ring of Keys. Yeah, I fixed that to Lisa because they always do this. They do Broadway Cares, Equity Fights, AIDS, benefits. Every show does a benefit. They add an extra show, and all the other Broadway people come. It's at a time when you can come, and all the money goes to this organization. Every year, every Broadway show does it, and I pitched to Lisa that when they do it, that they do that with me when she gets to that moment. And then I saw her that just let me walk across the stage in a UPS uniform with a Ring of Keys and just walk in and out of the bomb. Just let me do that, please.
That would be so
I
much
know it'll
fun.
get a big laugh.
In Broadway Bears coming up this
Yes, on Sunday.
On Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie, have you done Broadway Bears?
Yes, several times.
Yeah.
Many a year I've shaken
been-
that ass on
you've been
that stage.
naked on stage?
Naked on that stage.
I did
Opening
the-
number, closing number, featured number, 50
I did the big
things.
opening number for them like in 2000,
Oh my
where
God, so much fun.
Calendar Girl I did, but so it was me and like 12 stunningly beautiful, Broadway chorus
Gorge.
girls, all 5 million feet taller than me.
Allie Carr,
It was
I love
so
you.
nice.
She was in that number. All my friends.
Let's open up the phone lines right now, shall we? Yeah. I mean, we have Leah here. We have Frankie Grande. So 866-305-6887. We want to talk Big Brother, Orange is the New Black, a new jazz album. We got all questions there. In fact, we have some questions for you that we pulled from Twitter. So let's get to some of those as we open up the phone lines right now. Twitter questions. Here we go for you, Leah.
Okay.
All right. So we went to, we did a hashtag that says Lance Asks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And we got lots and lots of questions here. So here we go. Leah, what is the best part of working on Orange is the New Black?
The best part, I think it's going to have to be, I'm going to have to say working with all the chicks that I work with.
Yeah.
There's like the cast is immense.
It seems like you're very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are a tight knit cast. It's kind of amazing how tight we are because there's so many of us.
Right.
And we go places together. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I see y'all at tons of charity events together.
Well, we do that, but then we just go
so
places
y'all
together
really
too.
play with each other, too,
We go out and play together. We have Orange is the New Brunch all the time on Sundays. We do that it'll be sometimes 14 of us at like Schiller's or someplace.
Now
in
that's
New
when
York.
this gay head explodes, when the whole cast is there. I can handle one at a time. I can't handle a whole cast.
All right, where do you brunch? Because I just want to be on the perimeter of your Orange is the New Brunch.
Probably our favorite place is Schiller's,
Okay.
which is it's a great brunch joint, and we go there. The other thing is that I am very fond of the Cubby Hole, which is New York's best dive bar.
Dude.
It's a dive bar. It's just
I lived right around the corner from there.
I've been there.
I will get the cat, and they will come. And now you haven't seen anything till you've seen the dykes go insane when like 10 of us walk in.
Oh my God.
It's insane. It's
That
so
would be
much fun.
So much fun.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the Cubby Hole.
Yeah, if Samira and I are there together, it's like forget about it. Samira and I generally have to leave after about 15 minutes because it's just inundated. It's too much for them to have both of us together in that bar. It's too much for the girls.
Leah, another one of your Twitter fans asked, when you do have downtime, do you have any hobbies that we don't know of?
Cunnilingus. Oh, no.
Well, we knew
I'm sorry,
that one.
you knew that one.
We knew that
I
one.
forgot. I missed the you don't know.
I don't know that that's a hobby. That's more of a sport.
Downtime.
Yeah,
Get it?
downtime.
Hey.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no hobbies, no music. I mean, I'm very, very, very into music. So I love films, and if I get enough time to go see them, that's it. But in terms of hobbies, I love to cook too. But again, I wouldn't call it a hobby.
Because you could cook too.
On top of the rest, my seafood's the best in the town.
Woohoo!
I can cook too. My fish can't be beat. My sugar's the sweetest around. I'm a man's ideal of a perfect meal right down to the demi task. That's my song from On the Town.
Yes, it is.
That was my song.
Great. See, I knew it was going to come out at some point. Another Twitter fan asked, besides your sexuality, what common similarities do you share with your character on Orange is the New Black?
Actually, that's not a common similarity. I know people are going to be shocked to hear this. I'm actually heterosexual. I have 3 kids, a husband, and a station wagon.
Well, there you go. See,
There
the
you
things
go.
you learn on Dirty Pop here. What do you think about Booze and Pensatucky's friendship?
I love. Here's my favorite thing that they're calling it Boozatucky. They've been
Boozatucky.
starting. That's been.
It's like Brangelina. I love
Yeah, they're starting to call us Boozatucky. I mean, ever since this season hit, I've been getting that tweeted at me by like hundreds of people every day. It's kind of really exciting. So Taryn and I both love that. I love that. I love how that shows that people can change, and that Boo is learning just as much from Pensatucky as Pensatucky is learning from Boo. I think that's what surprises Boo about her, and I mean that's what I play anyway. That's what surprises Boo about her, and why Boo is so intrigued by her, because sometimes she makes a whole lot of sense,
Okay.
and then other times, she won't brush her teeth. So it's like
Another Twitter
pretty now.
fan asks, David Bowie obviously influenced this latest jazz album of yours. Your next jazz album, will it have any influence from another great musician?
I don't know what the next one's going to be. I mean, my thing about jazz is that everybody does maybe 100 songs. That's it. There's only maybe 100 songs that people who do jazz do. They tend to just do the Great American Songbook, and that's it. And it's one of the reasons why jazz has just, nobody listens to it as much as they used to. And it's America's one true art form. It's horrible how we've let it slide. So what I do is I do songs that nobody would think to do as jazz, and it brings a younger audience in.
If you haven't heard her Black Hole Sun, go download that immediately. It's the most beautiful
Thank
version
you.
of and that's exactly what
write that
like
down.
a song that no one would ever think to do jazz wise, and it's so gorgeous.
That's my second record. It's called Double Standard. So it's all college rock, alternative rock tunes that we do the same thing like we did with Bowie.
Thinking your next album, all Britney Spears.
Do it.
Maybe I'll just throw everybody off and do an American Songbook one next time. Will you duet with me, Lance?
I would love to do it.
All right,
with you,
we're going to
Leah.
get Lance to duet with me on the next record.
Done,
We'll pick a song
done,
and go for it.
Done. Do you get to New Orleans a lot?
I haven't been to New Orleans in a very long time, and unfortunately, the jazz festival that they have down there happens in the summers, and I'm filming. It makes it really hard, and we weren't actually able to book it for this record because of it's just complicated with getting things worked out on the set, and they can change my schedule like that, and it's hard. It's difficult, but we're getting it worked out. We've got dates. It's happening.
Great. Well, we can't wait for that. We finally downloaded the music, so we actually can hear the song, because I want to hear Fame so bad from House of David, DeLaria plus Bowie equal jazz, which comes out this Tuesday. Go ahead and pre-order it right now on iTunes. So let's take a listen to Fame.
Say fame, what you want is in the limo. Fame, what you get is no tomorrow.
DeLaria.
That was
Sounding
amazing.
good. Sounding
Thank you.
good, girl.
Thank you. I would be remiss if I didn't say that was Seamus Blake playing the saxophone. He's like a really famous jazz saxophonist, and or as they say in England, saxophonist. I just think,
Of course they
I
do.
think they're just being snooty British.
I kind of like it.
Saxophonist.
I like it.
Wrong. Yeah,
I
and
had
Kevin.
to pull out of the garage so I could get my saxophonist.
Okay, see, that was a nice British accent.
Good day, mate.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
go get
a
me
hate crime.
saxophonist out and bring
That
it over
is a hate
with
crime.
me gefilte fish and my Christopher.
Most
Okay,
of what comes
first
out of
of all,
Frankie's mouth is a hate
Gefilte
crime.
fish isn't. Oh. Gefilte fish about England?
No, she's Australian
Being
Jew.
a Jewish Australian.
Oh,
I
that
was
thing
being
again.
Australian Jew.
Oh, I didn't. I missed the Australian part of it. Now I got it.
See?
Oi, good day.
Oi, good day, mate. Need
Oh,
to
it's
get
so
me
horrifyingly bad.
saxophonist.
And we just lost Australia and most of Los Angeles here on Dirty Pop.
Oh my God! I think Frankie and Leah, y'all just need a show together. I
Yeah.
can sit here just
How much fun would that?
Just watch all day.
We'll call it Dyke and Dick.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Look at my
Andy will tune in first.
I'm not good.
I love it.
Isn't that great?
Is that real, Frankie?
Yes. My Rainbow Bright tattoo.
Stop it.
Yes,
Yes,
Rainbow
it's
Bright.
real.
Does everybody know? When did you get that?
I got it like a month ago.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't remember that last summer on Big Brother.
I got 4 tattoos in one day.
Wow.
Wow.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
commitment.
Overachiever.
I
Wow,
know.
Look at that.
I was 8 hours in the tattoo salon. I was like, let's just do it. If I'm gonna do it, let's just
See,
just
I have
do
to
it.
spread mine out because they get so addictive. I'm like, let's
Yeah.
do a little piece here. They'll come back a few months, and then do another
Yeah.
piece. Yeah.
I think
did
about
this,
it and then I do
got
it.
this new one a couple of
gorge.
weeks ago. My parents have passed away, so it's my mother's initial, her birth date, her death date, my father's initial, his birth date, and his death date. It's kind of my tribute to them.
Yeah.
And when I went into I go to the same place. It's Mooncusser Tattoo, and Christian, who runs the joint, is the guy who does me. It's in Provincetown. So I go in, and we're sitting there, and these noises came out of the back of the room. I'm gonna hear, but they were like, "Wow! Oh my God! Play with my tits! Play with my tits! Play with my tits!" Like that. Somebody ate my pussy! Like that. I was like, and I'm screaming with laughter, going, "What is going on?" Some girl was having her kneecap tattoo.
Oh, that would hurt.
Kneecap, the entire kneecap.
That's like doing your skull.
Oh, I know, I know.
my
And they were,
God.
and so as I'm leaving,
But was
I'm
she
done.
orgasming? Because all I could hear was tits and
Yeah,
and
she was like,
pussy
play
out of
with
your
my
mouth.
tits, like my pussy. Somebody, touch me, touch me, touch me. So
Diane Bass,
as
I'm
I'm
so
leaving-
sorry.
Like, that was crazy. So out comes this girl, and she goes, "That's my wife," and they're getting her. She's a really huge fan. Can you come meet her? I go, and the chick is like, she's got like 10 people sitting on her. This other guy is like on the knee, screaming about play with my clit, suck my tits. I couldn't stop laughing at it. I took picture after picture after picture of it. It
So
was
you were
funny.
the 11th person that sat on her.
Pretty much. So amazing. And I love after all that just what you're laughing at. She's a really big fan of yours. Well, of course she is.
Of course she is.
Wow.
I also, people forget about this. You were the first openly gay stand-up comedian on late night television.
On television, period.
On television, period.
Yeah,
Arsenio
American.
Hall
Yeah,
was the show that you did.
That's what I remember you from. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying even before
Yeah.
First Wives Club.
That's the one that put me out there. That was the first thing
Yeah.
that put me out there.
Has your stand-up changed from doing Arsenio to today, or is it the same material that you did?
Well, obviously it's not the same. Yeah, it's the exact same set I did on
Same
Arsenio.
subjects, yeah.
She's doing that same 5 minutes.
Did you
for
hear the
last
one?
30 years.
Color Me Gallagher. I'm doing the exact same thing I did 20 years ago. No,
I was going to try to use Bill Cosby as a joke, but that's actually relevant again. I was trying to think of something that was like early 90s.
I have never roofied a woman in my life. Just want to say that. And yeah, it's the same premise. I mean, I'm very, very. Let's just say that I'm loud and I'm vulgar and I say cunt. So
And Arsenio will not allow that.
Yeah, you can't do that on the air. But when you see me live, you see that, and then I also sing. It's a part of it because my comedy is so fast, so loud, so in your face, so vulgar. People can take it for about 5 minutes, and they're like, "Mommy, make it stop." So that's why I instituted the singing in with it. So.
How does it feel from your perspective, since you've been in show business for so long and being at the forefront of being openly out and seeing how it is now with something like Orange is the New Black or everything else? Like, what's your perspective on that?
That's really interesting. I did an interview with Daily Beast where I kind of I told this story, and I guess I can tell it here too. It was fascinating for me. I really just watched the Harvey Milk movie for the first time.
Yeah.
I watched it on a plane. And the reason I hadn't watched is because I literally got my start as a stand-up in San Francisco in 1982. Everyone in that movie, except for Harvey, I knew. I knew all the people. I know Cleve Jones. I know we were all part of the same community of radical queers. So when the movie came out, I knew I couldn't watch it because it would be too much for me. Right. A lot of those people passed away from AIDS, and I knew that I would cry. So I was on the plane, and I thought I'll watch this movie because I won't cry on the plane. Meanwhile, of course, I'm bawling my eyes out like a great big tough butch. So, but what was interesting about it was American Airlines does, I don't know if you fly much, but American Airlines has television and film and stuff. They have screens for you, personal screens. And they have each of these things marked into categories: comedy, drama, kids, musicals, gay pride. Because it's June. They had a new category, gay pride.
That's awesome.
So here I was, and it was like this interesting thing because here was this movie that was basically about when I started, as this openly gay entertainer and screaming and fighting and, being queer. And this movie is taking place at that time. And I'm watching it in the business class of American Airlines on their gay pride channel.
That's awesome.
You must have been so proud. I mean, the accomplishment you must feel to be a part of that history.
I don't know if I feel, I don't think about that like that, because I think that, honestly, Lance, I really honestly feel that I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. And I think that the people whose shoulders I'm standing on probably feel the same way. I just know that I couldn't do it but fucking look at me. Like, I'm going to walk out on stage and talk about my boyfriend. I can pass. If anybody can pass, it's Leah DeLaria. So me and that NCAA woman, we're passing. So I mean, there was really no other choice for me. Also, I was just really kind of very radical, very lefty and young. I was of an age where when you're that old, when you're 22 years old, you're not worried as much as like I am now at 57. Yeah. I'm a little more careful about pissing people off than I was back then. Yeah. Then I didn't care. I just wanted to make a change.
But generationally, you were one of the first people that I ever knew that was publicly gay in any kind of pop culture outlet, because there really wasn't. I always try to remind people of that, because I came out in 1993 and there was no Ellen, there was no Will and Grace, there was nothing on the landscape.
Yeah.
And you're one of the few people that the Katie Lang hadn't come out yet. Like, it's amazing how far we've come. And I was shocked, much like you're talking about the American Airlines, seeing at Target they have a whole section now of gay stuff.
So that's cool.
Well, Leah, thank you so much for being here.
I love you.
You're such a joy to be around. Like, from the moment that I met you, I'm just like, I just love this girl. You're just such a bright beacon.
Sirius XM Out Q. It starts here. The Jolt with Larry Flick. Superstars, music, words of wisdom.
Hey, it's Larry Flick. On the next edition of The Jolt, we're going to be joined by Clay Aiken. He's going to handicap the Supreme Court rulings that are coming down next week and fill us in on what's happening next in his life.
109.
Dirty Pop.
Yeah, I got Frankie Grande with me. Leah was amazing. I was looking forward to this so much. And I'm so glad you're here, Frankie.
I was
to do this with, because y'all two together. I'm serious. I would love to see y'all do something together.
I would love to do that.
So much fun. That is a good combo. Good combo.
So she was amazing, and I've been such a huge fan for years, and I love that we got to tell the story when we met when I was Fetus Grande. Fetus Frankie Grande, and playing the monkey. Oh my God!
Did you know? Okay, on the tour of Dora the Explorer, there was a girl named Denai.
Denai was my... Yeah, I know. Oh my God, no, we haven't talked about this?
No.
Shut up, Denai was my Dora.
Yeah.
I was Boots and she was my Dora.
No
I know.
way.
She opened up for you with Innocence.
Yeah, well,
I know.
We created Innocence.
You created Innocence.
Yeah,
and then they opened for you.
There was like the girlfriend of each guy in NSYNC were put together into a group.
Which one was your girlfriend?
Well, Mandy Ashford was like
your girlfriend.
But she was not. But we went to high school together, so that was my whatever. And then Britney Spears was in the original group with them, and then she got out, and then Justin put his girlfriend in the group instead.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But we love Denai.
Yeah. No, Denai forever.
Yes,
shout out to Denai.
I love her.
Oh my God, she was so good. She was like, get on your feet.
Yeah. Well, we have opened up the phone lines. And
Okay.
Frankie, that means your fans are really wanting to talk to you
Hi,
right
you guys,
now.
I love you.
So the number is 866-305-6887. We're going to get into some Big Brother talk this hour
I remember that.
because we're obsessed.
Yeah.
And let's open the phone lines. Okay, this one is from Stephanie in Mississippi, my home state. Stephanie, you're on with Frankie Grande.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh my God, Frankie!
Hi, I love you.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, I don't know if you remember, but I actually just met you recently after your performance at DigiFest.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, specifically, I need to see your face, but yes, I was gonna say DigiFest.
Well,
'cause
no, but
so
I did.
many
I was
people.
with Susan right after you came back.
Oh, you
and she
were?
gave you the gift. Yeah,
Oh,
she
then
gave you your gift.
Yep.
Yes.
And you were right there. That was the
I right there
best.
with you.
That
Yes,
was a
she got to
great
give you a little
gift.
kiss, so that was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you again via. Nice to meet you on the
yes.
radio.
Oh my God, I
How will me-
absolutely love you.
Have I tweeted you yet?
Huh?
Do I follow you on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we've already
I
met
actually
socially,
won your
now
follow.
in
I actually
person.
won your follow during the OMG.
Oh my Grande games! Yay!
I did. I won it.
Which are coming
my
again
question
soon.
was, you have inspired me personally, like more than I can even begin to tell you. And I know there's so many other people that you have inspired and continue to daily. And I'm shaking. I'm like, I'm going to cry.
Oh my God, I love
But
you.
I just want to know, like, how do you wrap your mind around that? And if you feel pressure from that, and like just how you deal with that.
Well, to
The
be
fact that you
honest,
inspire so many.
it's what I set out to do. Like with my YouTube channel and everything, I set out to inspire people to be themselves by being as true to who I am as a person and not apologize, and being as ridiculous and shine bright like a Frankie as the world could possibly handle. And sometimes it's too much for the world, but that's what I love and that's what I want others to do. And to hear you tell me that has inspired you is just makes my heart grow a bazillion times, because it's what I set out to do. And I'm so happy that you're shining bright like a Frankie.
I am. I actually got a tattoo on my arm that says "Shine," so I can look down at it and remember every day.
Aw, yay!
No,
Send
it
me a
is so
picture.
nice to see the positivity that you do bring out, and that's why I just gravitated towards you when we first met. I'm like, oh
So
my gosh, you're
true.
just so positive about everything, and I love when I see a lot of Big Brother fans, giving you hate.
Oh my God, all the time.
And I'm like, you know what? That only admits to the people, because one, you played an excellent game at Big Brother, so
Well,
they
thank
can't
you.
say that.
Right.
He was just a terrible player. No, a great player. It just shows their homophobia.
Yeah.
Is what it shows to me,
ignorance.
because there's no reason to have any hate for you, especially playing that game of Big Brother. And then I look at the people and I'm like, because you're just afraid of him. Like
Yeah.
that you don't get that. you
I'm
know?
so unapologetically myself,
Yeah.
and that freaks people out
Yeah.
because I give zero fucks, and that's
That is
ultimately
the
what it
truth.
comes down to. It's like, no, this is who I am, and that's why I think people are very much like, oh, but who is real Frankie? I'm like, no, it's all real Frankie.
that's you.
Oh,
Like,
we've been with you and behind the scenes. It doesn't end, folks. In fact, I think there are times when it actually gets amped up even more.
I'm not a character ever, except when I'm playing one on stage.
But Stephanie, thank you so much for calling.
I love
in.
you, Stephanie. Keep shining bright.
Sound bright like a Frankie. Let's
like
get
a
over
Frankie.
to let's go to Alana in Ohio. Alana, you're on with Frankie Grande.
Hi, Alana.
Hello. I actually met you at 54 Below.
Oh, work. Thank you.
Yeah.
For coming
That's
to
the ice bar.
No, that's
I was like, is that the
I
ice
knew you
bar?
were gonna say that. I knew.
I
it.
kind of did too.
although I do actually kind of want to go to that bar.
Or is that
54
below
below?
50
Yes,
Studio 54 below? Okay,
54,
gotcha.
yeah. Where I did my one-man show.
Yeah.
The ice bar.
Sounded like the ice bar. I don't know.
Isn't that like 64 below? 6 degrees below?
something
I don't
like
know.
that.
Well, you'd be really frozen if you went.
we
to
went
64
in
below.
Vegas, but yeah. But
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's in
Ilana,
New York.
Ilana, are you there?
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Hi,
I'm
Alana.
here.
Why, oh,
Do you have a
why,
question
oh,
for
why,
Frankie?
oh.
Yes, I'm from. I had a question. Did you see that there's a best-selling author that wrote a book inspired by Zenki?
Oh, yes, I did. And they sent me the book.
What? What is it?
Wait, it's
Yeah.
a best-selling book?
I didn't realize any of this. They
It's
sent
not-
this to me when I was on Big Brother. I think if it's the book that you're talking about, is it written? The whole book is about Zenki, or Zenki's in the book?
It's not like the names are changed and everything. It's inspired by them. It's
Oh.
called Yours
maybe I
All
don't.
Along.
What's it called?
Yours All Along.
Oh, that's so
Sounds like
poetic.
a love story.
I know, it is a love story. Zenki is a love
Definitely
story.
How are you guys as friends? Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, but he's straight and in Florida. What am I supposed to do with all that? It's like when he decides to be gay and in LA or New York, then we can have a separate conversation. But for now, he's straight and in Florida, so I'll text you.
All right, Lana, thank you so much for calling
Thank you, Lana.
in.
I want to read that book.
We're going to get to more of your calls, but right now we have to start our Dirty Pop Weekend playlist countdown. And since Father's Day is coming up on Sunday.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yes, you're welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
I was very smart. And I got my Father's Day stuff ordered already last night ahead of the game.
Proud of you, Lance.
Oh, yeah. Well, today's countdown is going to feature songs all for the dads.
Yay.
All right. So we're starting with number 5.
Daddy.
Let's hear it for the boy.
We're going to start with.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, we're going to start with a little Madonna with Papa Don't Preach. Number 5, Dirty Pop.
Number 5.
Let's count down for our daddies out there. Papa Don't Preach, Madonna. I got Frankie Grande with me. I have our favorite Bob.
That's me.
Baby Ruth. And Turkey Turchin. And I have to say, I'm very excited because Frankie Grande, not only are you hosting, or you're going to be on part of 2 shows coming up. One, you're hosting the Oxygen show.
Yeah, worst post ever.
Worst post ever. Tell everyone what worst post ever is.
Oh my God. It's really, really good and it's really, really funny. I'm really excited. So basically, I take all your really ridiculous and awful posts on social media and I kind of throw it out there for the world to see.
Like, give us an example.
Like someone who over hashtags something.
Okay.
So like every white girl.
Yes,
ever.
exactly. So I'll go and I'll deconstruct their overuse of hashtags. It's it's based on the fact that I am addicted to social media. The whole world is kind of addicted. So I'm putting up all the worst posts ever that happen on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and basically making fun of them. But also I do I make it kind of like a variety show in a way where I actually also get to go out into the field. I get to talk to people. I get to do skits.
You're gonna sing their tweets.
Sing their tweets, things like that. Screw harass people that randomly.
I love it.
There's some hidden camera moments.
Yeah. What type of social media posts really annoy people? What's the biggest mistake people make?
I mean, I think over hashtagging is a huge one, but also the pets ones. Because sometimes there's a lot of, there's some great posts of pets out there, but there's some also awful pet posts.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did you post this? Why did you post this? In what world do you think that someone else wants to see this? It's a lot of that.
I've seen selfies
I'm guilty of
at
that.
funerals in front of grandmothers.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that too.
Yeah,
Really?
We have a funeral moment on the show for sure.
Thank you. God. And
Who takes a selfie at a
not only
funeral?
that, but you're a judge on the new season of America's Best Dance Crew.
So excited.
Now your episode's July 29th
Yes,
on MTV.
that's when the whole series starts.
Okay, love it. How are the performers this season?
I mean, well, it's All Stars.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we haven't announced which dance crews are coming back
So
yet.
really good.
But it's going to be like
the
it's
Jabberwockies
called-
are going to come
Yeah,
back.
I don't know yet. I'm
Yes,
really
you do.
hoping they do.
Yeah, you do.
I'm hoping Fanny Pack comes back because those
Oh my
boys were
God.
fans.
They were
They were
good.
cute.
I like Fanny Pack.
I
Who are
do
the other
too.
judges this season?
T-Pain and Teyana Taylor.
Wow.
It's gonna be campy AF. Period.
Yes,
it's just. I hope it gets us in the middle. That's all I have to say.
I wonder if JC Chazet's upset they didn't ask him to come back.
I wonder. Text him.
Let's create a fight, an all-night fight.
Twitter
Yes.
fight. Oh, we do Twitter fights on Worst Post Ever.
Oh, nice.
You and JC, that'd be a good one.
But I bring this up because Turkey just told me that we won't say what the show is or the network or anything. Now he is now going to be the host of a brand new show, which we can't really talk about too much. But we have to say congratulations.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's some sort of a design competition show. It
Cool.
literally, when I say fell into my lap, it just fell into
just
my lap.
fell into his lap.
I was like, sure, and then they're like, we love you, and I was like, okay.
Well, they've been
Look at all
auditioning.
those hot gays on TV.
I know. Well, they've been auditioning, hosts for the last 2 months now,
Yeah.
and they kept coming back like, you're still our number one.
I only had I had a Twitter interview for 5 minutes. I mean, not a Twitter, a Skype interview.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't even see me. And
I give really good
and that's
Twitter
it.
interview.
And I got it.
Congratulations. I can't wait. When can we see that?
I
You
know
just got the
nothing.
job.
It'll be next year.
I was walking in the house. And
This
I
is
got a phone
literally
call.
breaking news.
No, but they're shooting this summer. So
Oh, so it could be a fall show.
yeah,
I like
it's
that.
gonna be soon.
All
Things
right.
happen fast in LA, and by that I mean not at all.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get back to the countdown. Let's get to our number 4 song. Now, remember, this is in honor of Father's Day on Sunday. This is going to be Miley and Billy Ray Cyrus.
Aw,
Get it? Father-daughter dance with I Learned From You. Oh, number 4.
the Whitney Houston.
Number 4.
His songs have woven
Toad Love.
DJ Snake.
Toad Love. I don't know. I'm making it
Snake?
up. Okay.
Yeah, with Mo.
Whatever it is, I like it.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, guys, I'm here with Frankie Grande.
What
I got
up?
Baby Ruth, and I got our favorite Bob. Let's get to some of your phone calls right now because you've been on hold for a little while, people. So let's start with Helena in Cincinnati. You're on with Frankie Grande.
Hi, Helena.
Hi! Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Oh my God, don't die, please. I love you.
Okay. I love you too.
You got a question for Frankie here?
Yes. Well,
Well,
first of all, I just want to say, for the record, I absolutely adore you.
You're so sweet.
And you've been an inspiration in my life. And I'm
Thank
actually
you.
one of the people who kind of stalked you when you were in Europe and tracked you down in London to give you like gifts and letters. And
Oh my God,
thank
those
you
were
for
amazing. Wait,
taking
that was
them.
you?
Yeah, I wasn't the one who it was my friend Lissa, but I was one of the
okay.
people who got you a letter.
Oh my
And
God, they
got-
were amazing. I read all of them. And the Stones were amazing. And the T-shirts. You guys take really good care of me.
Wow.
They gave me like Harry Potter T-shirts and SpongeBob T-shirts and like Energy Stones. It was amazing. It was a great Entourage gift. You guys are the best.
We love you so much.
I
It
love
meant
you
so
too.
much to us to get that stuff to you.
Yay.
So-
Thank you. Thank all of you guys. Please thank everybody. If they're not listening, make sure you tell them that I said thank you.
You do. You have
Okay,
some,
I'm-
the sweetest fans.
They're all
really
listening, I'm
sweet.
sure, but I will.
Oh, good. They're
Okay.
following.
Well, also, I just want to say that I'm really excited for Worst Post Ever.
Thank
and,
you.
I was wondering, are you going to have a theme song for it? Because if so, I totally think you should sing it yourself so we can finally get some music from you.
That's the best idea I've ever heard, and I'm about to send an email as soon as I leave because I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
you need a theme song.
I don't even know what we're doing for the theme song, but yeah, for sure. I pretended like there was one when we shot. Like last week, I was like, "Dang, this is the theme song in my head.
This is my
and
theme
I'm
song.
dancing
My
to
name
it.
is
Yeah,
Frankie."
we're supposed ever." So there will be something, but I guess we should get on that. So thanks.
You need a theme song with
We're
Shine,
working a lot.
Shine Bright Like a Frankie. You need your own.
Yeah, it needs
theme
to shine
song.
bright like a Frankie.
Yeah, exactly.
I
All right,
think
thank you
Rihanna
so
might
much.
be mad.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, let's get over to Liz in California. Liz, you're on with Frankie Grande.
What's up, Liz?
Hi, Frankie. Love you.
I love you too.
A proud member of the Entourage.
Yay. You're cute.
I just wanted to find out. I love seeing you with Cody, and I love how
Hmm.
you guys went from being enemies to friends out of the house.
Yep.
And I was just wondering if you guys are going to be hanging out some more.
Well, of course we are. Like the thing that was so nice is Cody and I bonded completely naturally. Like on day one, we were just we're like two paisanos. We're like from New Jersey, both of us. So it was like a natural bonding. And then the game ended up ripping us apart. But luckily, once we got out of the house, both of us realized that it was a game and we could go back to the friendship that we had. Literally, actually in casting, we sat down next to each other and I was like, because it's Cody.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's define hanging out.
He's the prettiest person on earth.
Yeah.
And
His
then-
brother's not too bad either.
I know. No, God.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yay.
So, but anyway, we had a natural friendship, and then luckily both of us, when we left the house, actually could put all the bullshit that happened in the house aside because it's a game. Hello. And we could move on and be friends. So yeah, definitely there will be more Frankie and Cody or Frody moments in the future.
And thank you so much for calling in. Would you say that Cody has become one of your closest friends out of the cast
Yeah.
outside the house?
For
Yeah.
sure. I think obviously proximity
'Cause he
has
gets
a
up
lot
to New York a
to
lot.
do it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was taking acting classes in New York City and he models a lot. He's a working model in the city. So, it's very easy for us to be like, let's hang out because he's right there.
Do you talk to Victoria at all?
I have not spoken to Victoria.
No?
I have not spoken to Victoria.
Oh, wait, she's right here.
Hi. Oh, God. Oh, that poor thing.
Let's get to some Twitter questions for you, Frankie. Okay.
Frankie.
One of your Twitter fans asked, do you ever get stage fright?
I don't get I used to get stage fright. It used to be like this terrible thing right before I went right onto stage. But then as soon as I was on stage, it went away. And that's it. Because
But don't you like that feeling?
Yeah, that's that feeling of like, what's going to happen tonight? And I think the same thing happened in Rock of Ages, where it was like right before I entered, but as soon as I jumped out onto stage, it was like, no, now I'm Franz.
Yeah, I always say
Franz isn't nervous.
Yeah, well,
so
I always
okay.
say, if you're doing anything on stage, if you get to the point where you don't feel that something before you go on stage, that either excitement or nervousness, then it's time to move on to something else
I agree.
right now. Yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah, Frankie gets nervous, but then once I get into character, it's all gone.
Yeah. Someone else asked, how much glitter does Frankie go through in a month, a week, or hell, even a day?
I just went to Makeup Forever and Professional. I have to go to the pro store, and they have like a glitter vault that I make them let me in, and I bought.
Wait, they have a glitter vault like the Magic Castle has like the vault.
Like it's in the back, and like you have to go there and you have to know it exists. And I told everyone.
On an average of how many strippers' glitter would you put on a day?
I mean, way more. No one can even compare to the amount of glitter. And okay, so I was at Pride, the LA Pride, and I got a text from my friend the next day who I did not see at all that said, "I'm covered in your glitter." And I was like, through someone else, he got covered in my glitter that I was on. I was like, that's
awesome.
Actually, yeah, when we saw you was it Friday night?
I was covered in glitter then.
Yeah, Lance, we were leaving, and Lance is like, what? I am covered in glitter. He's like, I have no idea what this is happening. I'm like, oh, Frankie.
Oh yeah, Frankie.
Touched by Frankie.
Another Twitter fan asked, who is Frankie's favorite judge from any competition show?
Wow, Paul Abdul.
Yeah,
hands down. Come on, she's
she was fab.
Amazing and so incredibly.
Is that how we're gonna see you on America's
I'm
Next
gonna
Topstar?
definitely have her heart.
Okay,
I'm definitely gonna be like completely like, okay, this is exactly where it hit me emotionally, and it's just gonna come vomiting out of my mouth. I'm probably gonna put, because I am the dancer, so I'm probably gonna put my choreographic critiques on it.
Okay,
but you'll be a little more cognizant.
I might be a little bit more
astute.
What's the word?
Sober.
Sure. I don't know about that.
And maybe give a little constructive criticism.
That's the word, constructive.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
You'll have a little more bite.
Oh, that's what I was looking. Yes, I'll have some bite. I will definitely have some bite.
Now, what advice can you give to someone who is afraid to come out because of society?
Oh, you know
Another
what?
Twitter question.
I would have to say, there's never a situation in which everyone is going to love you, and there might not even be a situation in which everyone is going to accept you, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't love and you shouldn't accept yourself, because there will be enough of a community behind you, and ultimately you are at your happiest when you're honoring who you are inside for the world to see. So, I'm going to say go for it. It might be difficult, but we have your back. There's a lot of people that will have your back, even if it's not in your family or in your immediate circle of friends, but you will find it, and ultimately your life will be better. That's what I think.
True that.
Honor yourself.
And on that note, let's get to our number 3 song on our Dirty Pop Weekend playlist countdown. In honor of Father's Day on Sunday, today's countdown features songs for all the dads out there. So we're going to go with a little Beyonce.
Oh,
Anybody want to guess what song?
Spank Me Daddy. I don't know.
Kinda. Daddy. It's Daddy. Beyonce, number 3.
Number 3.
Grande,
What's up, y'all?
our favorite Bob and Turkey Turchin and Baby Ruth. A couple more questions for you from Twitter, Frankie.
Yes, I'm downloading Periscope.
Oh, yes. Frankie is downloading Periscope. We have forced him to do Periscope.
Once he learned how to spell it, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry, Frankie. I had to call you out.
I have posted videos where I have spelled my name wrong and my sister's name wrong on my YouTube. And
Aliana. Aliana Grande.
Anyana.
Well, a Twitter fan wants to know if you could turn back time.
I could find a way.
And you have to change one thing, and don't say, "Oh, I don't regret anything." If you could turn back time, change one thing from the past, what would it be?
Absolutely no regrets. No,
Madonna.
That's not. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Madonna.
Oh God, I just impersonated Madonna and Cher within a 10-second time frame of the game. If I could turn back time and change one thing, what would I do differently? Oh God, what a difficult question. I think maybe wow, mind blown.
Would you have kept your secret longer in the Big Brother house?
No, I think that
Or
worked
you
out
had to
great
play it when you
too.
played it.
That was like the
I mean,
perfect
okay,
time.
if I could do one thing differently, and since we were on the Big Brother topic, I would not have trusted Team America as much as I did.
Yeah.
I put way too much faith in just the institution of Team America because
They always want the worst for you.
They always do. I was like, oh my God, this is what America wants. They want me to be friends with Dunny and with Derek for the rest of my life. So, yeah, that's one thing I would have changed. Yeah. I don't know about life-wise.
But that's a good one. That's a good
good.
one. What is the most proud accomplishment from just this last year?
Definitely building the school for
All
my
right,
grandfather.
and we got to talk about that right
Yeah,
now.
we have to talk about that.
So your school in Africa, built for your grandfather. It's
Yeah.
called the Frank Grande
Yes,
School,
the Frank
right?
Grande School, yeah.
What's the school for, and how did you get this built?
Okay, so basically, I'm work with an organization called Build On, and we go and we build school. They build schools around the world, and they use kids actually from the United States that are like struggling in school here, and they take them overseas to show them the value of education, and then they come back and it changes their lives, and they raise money, and it's an amazing thing. So it benefits people literally around the entire planet. But specifically, I took my friends with the money that I earned from Team America, and my friends, we raised some more money because we had to get there. And we built a school in Malawi in a little village.
Madonna.
Yes, it is so Madonna. Yes, it is. And Madonna works with Build On as well. Don't you think that's not how I found out about it? Madonna's like,
Is it good enough for Madonna? Is it good
it's
enough
for me? I was like, okay, if Madge is doing it, I'm going to go build two. So this is my second school, and I'm very excited to announce that it is completed. It's done, and I'm gonna tweet out some pictures this weekend.
So what happens now? So it opens this fall?
So it's opening now. It's open now. It's teaching kids. So basically, it's in an area of Malawi where there would be no primary school. They were learning in like a little, literally like a grass hut, which if it rained, which was all the time, it would fall apart. The school would be canceled. It'd be muddy. So only 9-year-olds would be able to be educated because they'd be old enough to walk to school. So think about that. If you start your education at 9, you're missing all of the developmental years, like all of it, like all of that time when that gray matter is like ready to be shaped into something really functional. So by building the school inside of the village, and it'll take care of the surrounding village, kids can start going to school at 6, and they can start going to school at 4. And that's make a huge difference in their lives.
Do you get pictures from the kids like
Yes.
you see on the television, like for 5 cents a day you get
Yeah, well,
letters.
I just got all of these photos, and I'm going to be posting them soon because literally I just got the email yesterday, and I was like, so I'm really excited.
Aww.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Frank Grande must be so happy.
He's very
right
happy.
now.
His
Love
legacy
that.
is living on by teaching hundreds of children.
You're just like Oprah.
Same. I get that all the time.
I'm sure you do.
All right, back to the phone lines. It's 866-305-6887. LaDonna in Texas. You're on with Frankie Grande.
Hi, Frankie.
Hi, LaDonna. I love your name.
Thank you so much.
I was so hoping it was going to be Madonna and she was disguising her voice.
Yeah. She was like, hello, Frankie. And I was like, it's you, Madge. I know.
No, it's LaDonna.
Cut the crap, Madonna.
She's like, haha, you got me.
LaDonna, what's your question for Frankie?
Okay, I do have a question. But first, I just want to say, Frankie, thank you so much for shining bright, because watching you live your life has honestly challenged me to reevaluate my thoughts and my beliefs on so many things.
Wow.
And I am a better person because of you. And I love you forever just for being exactly who you were created to be. I think you're
going to make me cry.
Beautiful.
Aww.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What were your beliefs before that you changed?
Yeah.
We're gonna go there. My
we are.
beliefs, I believe that homosexuality was sin and that it was displeasing to God, and that
And a choice.
and that because of that there would be consequences. You know, the whole heaven and hell thing. But I kid you not, the person that you are, and the love that exudes from you, the light that comes from you, and the way that you treat people, the way that you respect people, your work ethic, your loyalty, everything about you, I can imagine that there would be a God who would be displeased with the person that you are.
Ding, 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 ding.
We were all made in God's image, and God doesn't make mistakes, right?
Exactly. Like
Thank
that
you. Wow.
is just completely an impossibility.
Wow.
For me, and I kid you not, I didn't even know who you were before BB16.
Wow.
But I am so grateful that you just randomly came into my life through a show on CBS.
Wow.
And,
Oh my
and it
God.
took me on this amazing journey that has been completely eye-opening and wonderful. And again, I will love you forever. You remind me every day that love is so much greater than hate, and I appreciate your life so very much. You have no idea.
Oh my God!
You have no idea.
I don't even know how to respond to that other than just say thank you and
Yeah,
keep shining and keep
that
spreading
works.
that message to other people in your community. Okay, don't let it stop with you.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy though. Wow.
Well, that's awesome,
Oh
LaDonna.
my God, I love you.
That's sweet. Well, now you've made Frankie cry.
Yeah,
so.
seriously.
That was definitely not Madonna, by the way.
No, I love you, LaDonna.
All right, LaDonna, thank you so much for calling in. That must be the best because another Twitter question I had was like, they asked you how do you stay so positive when you have to deal with everyday hate. When you're that popular on social media, of course you're going to get such crazy things said to you. But I bet hearing things like that really gets you through the day.
It's really unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, to know I changed someone's belief system.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that only spreads. She's there in Texas,
Yeah.
and it's great. It's amazing. It's amazing what that can do.
I love her.
Let's get back to the countdown. Number 2, we're going to go with Luther Vandross. Yes, Dance with My Father on Dirty Pop. We can play this countdown.
Lance Bass on Sirius XM Out Q.
The road to marriage equality has been a long struggle and has been called the civil rights movement of the 21st century. Through it all, Sirius XM OutQ has been there for all the sweeping victories and bitter defeats as they happened throughout the past decade. With the Supreme Court's historic ruling as the next chapter in this fight, we're taking a look back. Join host Derek Hartley for Moments in Marriage Equality History. Saturday, 7 p.m. East and Sunday, 1 p.m. East with replays throughout the week on Sirius XM OutQ.
It's summertime in Vegas. Time to bask in the glow of suntan beach bodies, lounge in one of the many full-service cabanas, and experience a little pool party on pool party action. If you're looking to truly indulge yourself, try nibbling on a dish or two from Bouchon at the Venetian or Mesa Grill at Caesar's Palace. And don't forget, the most fabulous city is filled with the most fabulous shopping, like at Wynn Esplanade. Start planning your trip now at LasVegas.com/gay travel.
Think about all of your favorite photos. It could be a vacation shot or a family picture or a picture of the family pet. Why let those photos just sit around and gather digital dust? CanvasWorld.com can turn them into a museum-quality custom canvas at the size of your choice. They use a state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly process to produce canvas prints that are higher quality than ever available before. Their prices are great, and their work is guaranteed for life. CanvasWorld.com makes it easy. Just upload your photo, choose a size, and you're done. They'll even retouch your photo absolutely free. Place your order at CanvasWorld.com today and save 35%, plus get free shipping when you enter promo code RADIO at checkout. Perfect for your home or office and a great gift. Get big canvas prints at big savings at CanvasWorld.com. Save 35% and get free shipping when you enter promo code RADIO at checkout. CanvasWorld.com, where photos become art.
House right now. Look, even the Nuggets with us now. Heather Ankney, because we're all heading to the Dodgers game right after this.
Yeah.
I'm announcing the lineup tonight. Lisa Vanderpump is throwing the first pitch.
Oh my God.
Ty Herndon is singing the national anthem. It is going to be a gay old time at Dodger Stadium.
We'll have a gay old time.
Thank you, our favorite Bob. That was great. And, all week long we talk about pop culture, celebrity mishaps, and our own ridiculous lives. So on Fridays, I like to take a break from all of that in order to point out someone or an organization who's made a positive impact in our lives.
Aww.
It's a little something we call our Dirty Pop Hero of the Week.
The NRA?
Yes. The NRA, please. Yes, Nugget. All right, so this week we're honoring Jeremiah Grimes and Isaiah Francis. Why are we honoring them? Well, they're only 11 and 10 years old, and these boys are courageous heroes. Yes, they are. These two boys saved 2 babies from a burning home in Oakland, Florida this week. Yeah,
Wow.
10-year-old and 11-year-old. The boys looked out their house and saw a neighbor frantically searching a burning house, so they ran in to help. Amid the flames and smoke, the boys rescued a 1-year-old and an 8-month-old from the burning flames. Yeah, Isaiah said, "It was really smoky. I could kind of see, but I had to use my sense of touch." And Kat Kennedy, a spokeswoman for Orange County Fire Rescue, said 1 or 2 young boys called 911 and went into the burning home and saved those 2 children. And Jeremiah's mother added, "They did something that a grown man would think twice about doing. They obviously didn't think twice about it. They were very heroic." So Jeremiah Grimes and Isaiah Francis are definitely our Dirty Pop heroes of the week.
Yay, Jeremiah and Isaiah. That's awesome.
Heroes of the year.
Right?
I mean, they're kids. It's how cool is that?
What 10 and 11-year-old, I mean, do you know that would just run into a burning house to save babies?
Somebody that watches a lot lot of good TV.
I guess.
Yes, that firefighter show.
Yeah. Which
That
one?
one.
There's 50 of them.
You know
With
that
Stephen,
one.
with Pasquale. What's his name?
Pasquale.
Stephen Pascal.
Is that Chicago whatever?
Yeah,
fire?
whatever.
Chicago Fire.
You watch a lot of that. I bet you I would try to save
That
somebody
Lady
in the building.
Gaga's husband?
Boyfriend.
Fiance. Fiance? They're not married yet?
Fiance.
Fiance. Ambiance. All right. All right, Frankie, let's plug you out here.
I'm on Periscope.
You're on Periscope right
I
now?
did.
Hey, Periscope. Frankie Grande's Periscope. Follow me on Periscope. I need
I
followers.
don't know what to do. Follow. I put it in the thing. Is it at Lance Bass?
It is at Lance
Well,
It's
good,
through
I
your
did.
Twitter, so
Okay,
it's
good,
easy.
great, perfect.
Guys, see Frankie Grande July 29th as a judge on MTV's America's Best Dance Crew,
Yay!
and also his upcoming special on auction titled Worst Post Ever with Frankie Grande. And follow him on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and now Periscope at Frankie J. Grande. I hope to see people tonight at Dodger Stadium. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Frankie, for being here.
Lance.
I
You're
love
my
you,
favorite
baby.
person on earth. I'll see you again soon.
All right, and yeah, that's all the show I have for you guys. So be good to
Dozens.
each other. Don't drink and drive this weekend, people.
Or ever. Who's coming back on Monday?
Monday we have Drew.
Oh, Drew's
back
coming
on back. Drew Boo is back from his Brazilian vacation. We can't wait to see what's all going to be happening.
Lots of gossip. Lots of gossip.
He's left nothing on the floor. It's all on Periscope.
Yep. Feeling good with Dr. Deeps is going to be back on Monday. Tuesday, Margaret Cho is going to be on the show with Oliver Javena.
I love her.
The Governor's back. Wednesday, Nicholas Ferroni, our favorite teacher. And Thursday and Friday is going to be Best Ofs next week because we have to go to London for London Pride. Woohoo!
Yay, London
All right,
Pride. And
guys.
now we got a good British accent. Happy Pride to London.
I'm glad Leah's not
I
here
love
right
you.
now.
Oh my God.
I love you all in London.
All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with the #1 song on the Dirty Pop Weekend Playlist Countdown. Again, this is for our father.